walk me through that last possession after they missed the free throw?
Yeah, man. Obviously, no timeouts left. Told us to push the pace, and obviously against the zone. I really couldn't even tell what defense they're in, but I'm pretty sure it was their zone. And Lamine got it in the middle, and as a shooter, you're always taught to find a window. And I think the scout is out, so everyone's flying. So shot fake and reload. We talk about it all the time, and yeah, big win for us. Big win for us. Shout out to this guy.
Toby, you went from giving us one of these early in the half when you finally got one to go down to making that shot. Is that the life of a shooter right there?
Yeah, man. First half, it's rough, but my father always taught me to move on to the next shot. As a shooter, that's what you're kind of taught to do, and I was lucky enough to be in a position to hit three in the second half to help us. So shout out to my teammates for getting me in that position and trusting me to continue shooting.
This might be a little silly of a question, but what made you take the three in the night too?
It's a good question, honestly. I think in this type of environment, the way we were playing, when he missed that free throw, I was a UNC fan my whole life growing up, so I don't know if any of you guys remember when Kentucky played UNC, and I think it was the Elite Eight, when UNC won the championship, and Kentucky scored to tie it, and they just kind of rushed down the court and got an open look. I think, you always go for the win in that scenario, I would say.
Denver, you had the hot hand in the first half, but they closed in on you in the second. How hard of an adjustment was it for you, and for you to make more plays without the ball in your hands? How much did that help?
It wasn't really an adjustment. It's just, I got my shots off in the second half as well, but it wasn't my half. Everybody else got involved, and we got the win. So that's all that matters.
How important is a win like this, the way the team's been up and down so much, and you have the tied for first coming into your building? How important is this win moving forward?
Huge, just because we lost these last two in a row, and that was our first time ever losing two in a row this season. So just our approach in practice every day leading up to this game was just emphasizing how important this win was, and we came out today, we fought, and we got the win.
Denver, sorry if you addressed this earlier, but with Keyshawn going down, there's, I assume, just some understanding that you and CJ are just going to play a whole boatload of minutes now. How has that maybe helped you either settle in or relax or play through mistakes, or just your overall thought process going into a game?
I think it's just more of a next man up mentality. I think because Keyshawn going down was hard for us, and it kind of just switched up our whole lineup and our scheme and everything with our substitutions. So just having the opportunity to play more minutes and making more plays for my guys, there's nothing more I can ask for. And we're all making plays right now, and we're playing our best basketball. I feel like just playing hard, and it showed in this game today.
Toby, of course you had a rocky first half. When you made that first three-pointer, was there like a different mentality going forward from you saying, I just want to get on the board, to you saying, I want to take over this game and get Iona the win?
Yeah, I think, you're always thinking about the next shot. But yeah, seeing the first one go in is huge. It's, even subconsciously, it kind of lifts your spirits, and you start to get that confidence back. Honestly, I could have gone 0 for 15 tonight, and if we won, I probably would have been the happiest guy on the floor. I think that's just the type of team we are. Like we say every time we're in here, it could be anyone's night. This guy kept us in it throughout the whole game. If anyone should be being thanked, it's him. But yeah, you see the first one go in, and you kind of get that confidence back, and you start to get in a rhythm. And we're a team that fights, and I think that's what we showed today.
Toby, again, sorry if you answered. Have you hit a game winner like that before?
Back in my Brandeis days, I did hit a game winner, but either one or two, something like that. You kind of, as a shooter, you kind of just always think about the next shot. So,
Both of you guys, after the two losses, how much of a momentum boost is this to win it the way you did and carry that with you into the next one?
Yeah, it's huge. I think we're starting to figure things out as a team. Like I said previously when I've been in here before, it's 15 new guys. It's hard, and especially with Keyshawn going down. We think about him every day. I think it kind of added a little chip to us. You realize that you can't just take it for granted. It could be gone like that. So yeah, this was huge for us. I think we'll probably celebrate it tonight, but tomorrow we're right back into preparing for Saturday.
Denver, when you're on a heater like that, how do you get into that mode?
It starts with the whole day, really. Came in, got some shots up. It goes into our preparation at shoot around at Bronxville, and then coming back, taking a nap, Just going through my my everyday game day routine, really. So nothing really changes. It's just my shot was going down tonight, and just got to keep trusting the work.
Yeah, I could have told you he was going to have a good one. He was busting me in the shooting competition. That normally doesn't happen, but today, I knew it was going to happen today.
Can I get one?
Yeah.
Can you guys talk a little bit about the environment of the Heinz Arena? You guys have only dropped one game here. What's it like playing with this environment?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. All the fans, it's an incredible basketball community here, and I think that's part of the reason I came here, he came here, everyone who's on the team now came here. It's a school that cares about basketball, and it definitely shows. And I think it might not be the Dean Dome or the big arenas around, but I think it's perfect how it is because it gets loud and it gets packed, and people really care about basketball, and it's a great environment to win in, and I think we're going to continue doing that throughout the season.
Toby, what was going through your mind as you made that game-winning shot, a great one with only seconds to spare?
Honestly, I thought there was time left on the clock, and I was like, oh my God, we got to get a stop. But yeah, I mean, you see it go in, and it's kind of a whirlwind of emotions, but, I think it was really just waiting to see that final buzzer, and yeah, everything else I don't really remember.
Thanks, guys. Great.